date is November 14th, 2025, or so it was scheduled. Jake Paul, the YouTube provocateur turned boxer, and Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the undefeated lightweight king, were set for a non-title exhibition clash in Miami. But days before gloves touch, it's officially canceled amid fresh civil allegations against Davis. Paul unleashes a tirade, calling him human garbage.
You useless sack of human garbage.
It's the problem child versus the tank. Influencer hype versus boxing purity.
Iconic clash.
To grasp why this beef has boxing purists sneering and TikTokers scrolling, let me paint thee a picture. On one side is Jake Paul, the 28-year-old Ohio-born internet sensation, a former Disney kid who pivoted from Vine pranks to pro boxing with a 12-1 record, padding his stats against MMA vets and aging icons. He's the ultimate disruptor, turning fights into sideshow spectacles that rake in millions, but draw fake boxer shade.
I'm a killer, I get in the ring with the best people, and you get in the ring with a guy who's 50, he's literally nearly as old as me. The only proper boxer you fought was Tommy Fury, and he beat you.
On the other side, Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the 30-year-old Baltimore brawler, a 30-0 knockout machine with WBA lightweight gold, mentored by none other than Floyd Mayweather. He's pure power, 28 KOs, blending street grit with elite skill. But legal woes like domestic violence arrests and hit and runs tarnish his crown. Their worlds collided in the social media circus amid boxing's influencer boom, turning trash talk into a multi-year saga of call-outs, memes, and now a canceled mega event that exposes the sport's sensitive underbelly.
Here comes the tickler.
Why would Paul keep poking a lightweight bear like Davis? Is Jake actually the real deal? Have his sideshow wins changed any minds?
Fought multiple boxers with professional records, including Mike Tyson himself.
Peak Tyson, you wouldn't have lasted 10 seconds.
Born on January 17, 1997 in Cleveland, Ohio, Jake Paul started as a Vine star in 2013, amassing millions with brother Logan before landing on Disney's Bizaardvark. Fired for rowdy antics, he pivoted to YouTube boxing in 2018. A pro turn in 2020 led to victories over Nate Robinson, Ben Askren, Tyrone Woodley twice, and Anderson Silva, making for a nice resume on paper against men who were legends in their own time. But his sole loss to Tommy Fury in 2023 slowed the train. Paul got back in the win column, securing dubs over Nate Diaz, Mike Perry, a 58-year-old Mike Tyson, and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. The boy's a marketing machine, but critics call his opponents washed, only serving to maintain his underdog narrative.
You think that your opinion matters.
Born November 7th, 1994 in Baltimore, Maryland, Gervonta Davis grew up rough. Foster care, street fights, finding salvation in boxing at Upton Gym. Turning pro in 2013 under Mayweather Promotions, he racked KOs, capturing the IBF super featherweight title in 2017 against Jose Pedraza. By 2019, he's a WBA lightweight champ after demolishing Yuriorkis Gamboa. 2023 draw with Lamont Roach Jr., and a string of legal issues dog him, adding complexity to his meteoric rise. And here's where things finally start heating up between our erstwhile heroes. By mid-2025, as Netflix and MVP begin teasing big-name exhibition fights, Paul starts hinting that he wants a real champion next, and Davis takes the bait. As Paul teases fighting an active world champion, Davis fires off a sharp reply on social media, calling Paul a clown chasing attention. Paul shoots back, mocking Davis's legal troubles and height, challenging him to a real fight, claiming Davis would never dare step into the ring with him. The static snowballs fast with clips and call-outs, suspiciously clever tactics to feed the algorithms. Davis retorts on X, calling Paul a YouTube joke, unworthy of his time, but also claims he'd fight Paul for fun, dismissing his skills. Paul fires back on his podcast, claiming Davis is scared and ducking him. Cashing in, Netflix announces the shocker, a November 14th exhibition bout in Miami. Hype builds with nasty pressers. Paul boasts size advantage, while Davis vows humiliation. Weeks before the event, a fresh civil lawsuit is filed by a former girlfriend against Davis, claiming multiple instances of violence, including battery and kidnapping. With legal teams scrambling and optics souring, Netflix and Paul's MVP pull the plug on the showdown, citing safety and compliance concerns. Here's the twist. Amid cancellation, Paul fires a parting shot, unleashing a scorched earth rant, stating, Gervonta Davis is an actual walking human piece of garbage. Working with him is an absolute nightmare. Turning a scrub into a personal evisceration.
Twisted.
The immediate fallout. Netflix scraps the bout on November 4th, 2025. Davis hits back at Paul on Instagram, accusing him of running scared and dodging real fights. By November 10th, 2025, X erupts. Tank canceled trends. Fans are split. Some slam Davis's personal history, and others defend his boxing cred while bashing Paul's gimmick matches. Paul, hoping to salvage 2025 with a fight in December, spins a list of targets. Terrence Crawford, Ryan Garcia, Francis Ngannou, Alex Pereira, and even a rematch with either Diaz or Tyson, who felt ulcers had held him back in their first meeting. Ultimately, it's a fight with Anthony Joshua on December 19th that's announced by Paul's MVP Promotions. Granted, Joshua hasn't fought since a crushing defeat by Daniel Dubois way back in September of 2024, but he's no joke, and this won't just be an exhibition. This one's going to be a fully sanctioned bout, though only 8 rounds. The obvious math here is that this is a wildly lucrative warm-up fight for Joshua, as he prepares to face Tyson Fury somewhere down the line. If it's even close, one would have to suspect some governance of the throttle, so to speak.
Send it!
Paul, in typical fight hype fashion, declared, "This isn't AI simulation. This is Judgment Day. When I beat Anthony Joshua, every doubt disappears, and no one can deny me the opportunity to fight for a world title. To all my haters, this is what you wanted." So, where's the Paul Davis feud at now? Frozen in cancellation limbo, and perhaps drifting into the rear view. Paul is a showman who will undoubtedly spark drama everywhere he goes, but this one had a little extra stink on it, and I for one hope we get to see them square off somewhere down the line. As I sit and stare blankly into the space where my life used to be, the dusty floors where my son once played, the empty couch where the love of my life once cuddled our sweet puppy, Gizmo. I can't help but reach out towards those fading memories, asking infinity itself, is Jake Paul savvy or an opportunist? Is Davis a victim of his past or a criminal who has ruined his prospects? Drop your takes in the comments, Feud Fiends. Is it all for the social media feed or a genuine beef?
Like us. Subscribe to us. Submit to us. Until next time, Feud Fiends. This has been Iconoclash.